What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the WR Pro-Am League, aka the best Pro-Am League on earth. I'm Bowman 9000. We are here at the CLTX Gaming Gauntlet. We're here in the Final Four on the PS4 side. Welcome everybody into the chat. I try to keep the wait times super low for you guys to get that quick 1 minute countdown, and we're into the action, man. We're not trying to stall and wait. Leave that up to me. So right now we've got the two teams going on today. We've got Untitled taking on Effortless Talent. So you're going to see Effortless Talent here in blue and then Untitled in the red and white. We already got an Intimidator badge popping up. And here comes Control 2K. You might remember him from NBA 2K League Season 2. And don't miss, coming in easy with a dunk. Great stuff. They're going to call a timeout already. They don't like the way it feels. So they're gonna get out of there. You know what I'm saying? Call a quick timeout, stop the action right fast, and you know, that's it. That's all you can do. You kind of wait for it. So the lineups for Untitled, we got Antoine Love, not to be confused with the other Antoine, Early Fanta, aka Fanta, Pexile, Bumpy Don, and Top Tier Crown Down Low. We had him on the show just the other night on the WR Pro-Am League side. He was casting for us. That was a great job by him coming in with this smooth. Oh, another and don't finish dunk. Really? That's how we're going to start the action. Two easy dunks straight in the middle of the paint. And then for the other squad, we got Effortless Talent. They got Control 2K, like I mentioned before, aka Control. Uncle Moon, UC Man, you might remember him as well. You got Base, and of course, Ant Don't Miss. We've already called his name a few times tonight. And the score is only 4-3. What's up, Megan? What's up? What's up? Ooh, snatched out of the air. Base taking it easy right out of the lane, and that was an easy pass to the corner. You either got to take it or pull it out there. Everybody knows you're taking that to the corner pass. You cannot pass that. Oh, the real Phil D's in the chat. He actually came into the chat when we started and not beforehand. I should be asleep. Who's in this? You know, like I said, Untitled and Effortless Talent. Both teams are here in the Final Four trying to figure out a way to win this best-of-3 series, which will then get them to the finals. Only by winning the finals best-of-5 can you secure your spot in the Season 4 draft pool. So we got a lot of cool stuff going on. These guys are, if you guys have not watched any of these matchups in any of the other tournaments, you guys are in for. Look at that little point guard dunk. Look at that little point guard just running there with two hands and saying, "Excuse me, I'm gonna dunk real fast and pardon me." Anyway, Control is actually using a small point guard as well. It looks like every single person is smaller than you would expect. All the centers are running power forwards. All the PGs are super small. All the power forwards are really small forwards disguised. And you know, yo, what's up? What's up, yo? Always air J23, man. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. So we got Fanta coming up. Ouch, 71% contested. That's no good. And we're going down the other way. Here's Base getting out to Control. There's an easier outlet pass for him as opposed to the last one where he threw it all the way down court. And there's another and don't miss. Wrap it around. Daisy Deuce dunk on the left-hand side. He's already got takeover, but he's the power forward. He's not going to pop that. We already know he's going to hold for team take. So he can't make any mistakes for the rest of the quarter if he hopes to get his team takeover. So there's Ant Love or Antoine Love or Lovell, or was it always two I's instead of an L? I don't know, man. 2K players do that a lot. Just like Base, it's capital I, B-A-S-E, capital I, capital I. Shout out to Landis on the overlay. 100%. He's a smooth operator. If you guys don't know, if you're not too familiar with the Pro-Am scene or the community or whatnot, you've seen a graphic by Landis. I promise you that. You may not know, but you've seen it. Oh, the Fresh Nez is here on YouTube watching. What's up? We're casting to YouTube. We're casting to Twitch, of course. Obviously, that's where most people are going to watch us. And we're also streaming to Twitter, aka Periscope. So have we seen, it was about 1:40 left when Base got that takeover. He's not really earned much since then. If he can get another snatch block and a tip pass or something like that, you know, he might be in business. But there's Ant. Ooh, big time three at the top of the key. He takes his little curry slide, and we get to have our very first mention tonight. of the curry.
Curry stew, chicken curry.
Of course, you always got to give Steph Curry his props, man. He made the move. It's now in the game, and now every PG uses it. It's their bread and butter. You got to be able to use it. Pass over the corner to UC Manny. He's going to get it out top, back inside to Ant. Don't miss. It looks like he is on a 2-point barrage. Every single time he slips down there, they can't stop it. They're trying to run them off the 3-point line, and it seems to be working, except they don't have the lead. Running teams off the 3-point line in basketball doesn't necessarily work in the first quarter. You won't see the results. When you get deep into the second and you go towards the third quarter and you keep on doing that, you'll start to see that your score will be higher than theirs. But right now, big time block by Base. That's all he needed was one block. If he could have gotten an assist right there, he would have got team takeover at the very end. And there's Manny in and out. No good. No good. Hey, that overlay is super smooth. I can't lie to you. Can't lie to you. We got everything going on right now. And we got Uncle Moon. Yeah, Base lost his takeover. He was quite a bit of ways onto the team takeover. Oh, he flopped by accident. And they throw the pass anyway down low. Take the mid-range. There's top tier Crown. I think he finds himself on the board for the very first time tonight. Shout out to everybody who's here in the chat, man. If y'all got questions, y'all got comments, concerns, whatever's, opinions, let them know, man. We'll talk about it here in the chat. Why not? So 14-12 here for Effortless Talent. Like I said, you're going to see them in blue. It's a best of 3 series. So whoever takes the first game, they're all of a sudden on Front Street, as they must win the next game to just secure an advancement and get out of here, you know? It doesn't take long to complete a best of 3 series. So we'll see what they're about. Long pass down the top tier Crown. He's a really smart player. I've watched him in post drafts. You know, during season 3, he was fighting for championships in post draft. He wasn't in the draft pool, didn't get brought up late after the fact, like Black Man Chess and the like. But he's a very cerebral player. When he was on the broadcast with us last week in the playoffs, he had some really insightful stuff to say. You can tell he really practices and grinds the game. So, you know, these are the people you need to be looking out for. Oh, easy pass stolen away by Uncle Moon. And he's going to throw the corner pass. No, Base figured out his life this time not to throw that easy pass. Because as you can tell, they were waiting on that. They were absolutely waiting on that. So don't throw it. You know, you get one time, you know, one time a guest pass. You say, okay, cool. They were on that, you know, can't really throw that next time, and you move on. You can't really get mad for throwing it one time. 2 times, I'm looking at you sideways. 3 times, I'm upset. Pass to the corner for UC Manny gets a flick up, and Ant Don't Miss comes down with the offensive board. That's a free possession for Effortless Talent. We get to see a couple more dribble moves. He was kind of open for a second, but Moon did not want to take that shot. He settles for a 56% contest. And the possession's over. That's going to be it. Top tier Crown, pump fake, gets him jumping, but we know that's not good enough. Not in 2K21. He's got the curly pass going on. And now he's got a free dunk at the rim. So you just wait for it, and then you get a free possession, you know? That's all it takes. You don't have to force a shot up. You got plenty of time. 16 seconds, just barely gets it across. Control does. He was looking at an 8-second violation. He was 1 second away. Once it hits 15, that's a wrap. Speaking of wraps, holy wraps from Uncle Moon. It brought him out a little bit far. Now he's got 3 seconds. Open shot, blah, 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 blocked. No. Uncle Moon gets sent back. He kind of got forced into taking that. But he was open if he could have stopped dribbling. But he couldn't. So there's that. Oh my goodness, you see Manny pops his takeover lock badge and then gets hit with the crushing screen. Yikes. You can't make this stuff up. You say, yeah, I'm on defense. I'm going to pop my badge. Psych. Kiss the ground, sir. Kiss the ground. Fanta with a mid-range. That's off. Only 10% cover, but it's very hard to hit the drifters. If he can get a cross-court pass, it was kind of open. And the 3 seconds is almost there. They got a mismatch, though. The center is guarding control. So you got top tier Crown on control, and they throw the lob. It's bricked by Ant. But an extra 14 seconds for Effortless Talent. He's trying to deny the screen and then throw the lob. Contact dunk. That's what we want to see. That's what it's called when you deny the screen. You know, the guy's setting the screen for you on one side and you just don't do it. You know, you might set up your defender to go that way, catch him leaning into the screen while you go the opposite direction. There should be a whole plethora of options when you get to the middle of the floor that way. So that's good. Here's Control working out the top of the key. They get a mean screen. They're reaching in, Control with a mid-range, and he's going to get that to fall. Very, very measured possession for Effortless talent. He could have thrown the corner pass way sooner, but decided, nah, I'm open for a mid-range. Why not shoot it myself? It's better for a guard to shoot it than for one of your corner builds. You know, some corner builds are just chicken. You know, they just got it. Every single shot they take, they make it. But why chance it? If you're wide open as a PG with a bunch of shooting badges, you got to take it. Live with the results. Oh, off his head, off the easy turnover. Bumpy Don gets a free steal. I think Top Tier Crown got caught. Was it Top Tier Crown? It may have been Ant Don't Miss. Maybe got caught in midair trying to pass out, and that is never a good look. Not in the real NBA and not in the 2K league. No, and definitely not in retail. What? No way. Effortless talent closing up the first half. They've had the lead the entire time. Got a couple easy slips. Here's a dunk. Another easy rim grazer two-handed dunk. And it's 23-18 for Effortless talent. If I were to say that they are the favorite, I don't think anybody would be surprised here. Obviously, we got Antoine Love. You know, he's a good point guard. You got Fanta on the same team, Pexile, Bumpy Don, and Crown. These guys all should be competing for 2K League draft spots. So don't be surprised if these guys win. That's just me. And Don't Miss gets an easy dunk off the lob attempt. And that's going to take us to the end of the first half. Player of the half. We're going to get a chance to find out. I'm going to assume that it's Top Tier Crown. He's got 10 points. Just kidding. Got Effortless talent. Yeah, it's going to be Ant Don't Miss. I knew it was one of the centers. Ant Don't Miss is going to come down with that little extra 25 VC that you can spend on absolutely nothing. There's nothing that's worth 25 VC unless you're 25 VC away from a cool tattoo that you wanted. But, you know, next gen comes out in like 2 weeks, if that. So you got Control trying to lay it up. No, he's a little too small for that. 30% contest. He could not overcome it. And Bumpy Don's going to take a reset here in the top left. Fanta, we saw him almost win a championship with Heartless, but they just could not beat RDG. That's redefining greatness. Oh, spin back. Early Fanta can't hit. 2-2-2 bad. That was a nice spin back animation from Fanta. He's a dribble god, man. He's one of those guys that can dribble your socks off and just get open. So that's 2 missed shots for him, 2 offensive boards. Back to Antoine. They wasted a few seconds off the clock here. And there's Antoine, big time threes, trying to get back into this game. Down only 2 points. This should be close, but you never know. It's 2K, it's retail. Anyone can win. And there's a reach in. There's Pex with his first foul. That's one of the first reach-ins. You know, we saw a couple like fluke fouls, but this is the first time I'm trying to get a steal. And it's not happening. Coming away with a foul. Corner pass to base. He's going to pass back out of the corner and reset. Typical power forward things. There's a cut at the same time, kind of forcing his PG Control to take a shot. Or was that Uncle Moon? That may have been Uncle Moon because he typically hangs on the right. As of now, anyway. Oh, Control's going to get a grenade? Usually your point guard is not the person responsible for shooting those end of shot clock grenades. But, you know, it happens, right? What are you going to do? So Top Tier gets it over to Fanta, sets a screen before he slips. And Fanta's trying to catch a man slipping. He gets into the mid-range, wide open money. 25-25. At this rate, we're looking at scoring, I don't know, about 45 points ish, because you know the fourth quarter defense should tighten up. I don't think we're going to get to 50 points. I'm going to say between 42 and 48 will be the final score, somewhere in there. But we got a long ways away. You got 3 minutes left in this quarter, plus another 5 minutes. And there's Uncle Moon running into the paint, greeted by two defenders. Usually that means one person's open, but when you don't have a shooting center, that is usually what happens to you. That extra pass is not available. Uncle Moon, huge three from the left side. That was a long-range bomb from out there. And look at Base. We're looking through the power forward's point of view. He has no points, no assists, 5 boards, and 1 block that we saw was a snatch block, so it was pretty. But he was able to get takeover and almost team just off that. So if you play your role nicely, it's still possible, but, you know, it's not always in the cards. So you got a 1-point lead, 1 possession game for Effortless Talent. They still throw the pass, extra pass to the corner. Manny! He gets himself a 3 right in the corner, just waiting for the point guard to dish it out to him. Sometimes you just got to be patient. There's Fanta, big time shots. Oh, yeah. Well, that's too bad. Got control, going to base, gets him with a pump fake, 1 dribble pull up. Oh, he turns it over. He thought about taking the 1 dribble pull up in the mid range and then decided, I'm just going to get rid of it. Got Antoine here at the top of the key, takes a screen from Crown, and they drop out of that corner every time. If you can get such an angle to pass it over to that corner, because you know the power forward is dropping every time. And there's Fanta with a 3. So we got a 31-33 point lead for Untitled. What just happened? Oh, somebody just lagged out. So we'll take a break. Hope you guys enjoy some music. This is all royalty free. So if you guys know people who stream, or you are streaming yourself and you don't want to get caught up in the DMCA stuff, you can go to Spotify and look up a playlist called Night Mode Records. The owner of that is a streamer as well, and he has said our record label will not be doing any sort of strikes or anything like that. All of our music in this playlist is royalty free. Have at it. So there's Night Mode, and then also you will see on SoundCloud the Pizzle Pack from T-Pain. It's a lot of songs in that one. And so yeah, we'll be right back. Enjoy some tunes. Hang on. Welcome back, everybody. We're here at the Celtics Gaming Gauntlet here in the Final Four on the PS4 side. We are looking good, but right now, here's some important news. We're still here in game number 1, but there's a reset. So what we have into effect are the reset rules. We are playing one half of basketball only to finish up game number 1, and there is a 2-point spread. Untitled has the 2-point lead no matter what. So unless Effortless Talent is up by 4 or up by 3, they don't win. They're still tied. So keep that math in mind the entire time. Here's Antoine Lavelle going back down. What was that? No way he kept that in bounds at that. Pass fake, late pass down the base. He can't do anything with it. They're going to have to call a timeout. Absolutely must call a timeout. There's nothing you can do about that. This is just a testament to, scheduling efforts. They did their best. They scheduled for a start time starting at 10 p.m. They didn't really get started until about 10:20, 10:25, somewhere in that range. It's 10:58, and we played half a game of basketball. So this is why people are on the timeline harping about scheduling, because you can't trust 2K that much. Are you serious? We don't trust 2K that much from the beginning. As they hit a 3, there's Effortless Talent with a 3 already. But yeah, anytime somebody comes out and tweets on 2K's behalf, we're going to do this and this in the gameplay, what does everybody say? Well, I'll wait and see. And so when you schedule that tight, like we have another series coming up at 12:30, best of 3 starting at 12:30. Fana with a spin back in and out. There's an offensive board from Bumpy Don, and he tries to take it inside himself for a free possession, free points, but they can't do it. That's what I'm saying. Imagine that. You go for a start time at 12:30. You don't really get started till 1 o'clock. You have a lag out. Somebody's boost run out. For the next thing you know, it's 1:15 and you're just playing, So that's how it goes. These are for draft spots on the line, not this particular matchup. Since this is the Final Four, you will get to see the winner of this match taking on Doubted 2K. They're going to try to make their way into the draft pool as well. And 5 of those guys will be selected, the 5 winners, obviously, from the finals matchup. And then later on, sometime way down the line, we'll see the golden ticket recipient as well from this tournament. So each team is allowed to select 6 players to give that badge of eligibility, that prospect badge. But 5 of them are going to win it outright just by winning the tournament, hands down, no matter what. So I can't see the score. Effortless Talent has 3 points. I can tell you that. And he's going to shoot a 3. He's going to drain it. Of course, we know that was Fana. We don't even have to look down at the name. Just because of the dribble moves, you already know it's Fana. So Effortless Talent still down 2 points in the terms of, is it 3-5? I don't know. Yes, Control. If anybody has better eyes than me in the chat, please tell me. I'm quick to admit I wear glasses for a reason, but I can't see that. There's Uncle Moon down there. Nope, it's a 74% contest. Not going to be able to do it. And so I won't really be able to tell you how the spread is going unless someone not pauses, but hits options on PS4 and shows me the box score. You got Fana out top. They're going to double team. Oh, he tried to throw the lob and it got tipped up in the air. You can see that top tier crown jumped up to catch the lob as if it was coming. It's 3-5, just so I thought. So still, it's actually a 4-point lead for Untitled. They got a small cushion. They're going to play the entire half. And once halftime hits, the game's over. There's a steal. Taken away by Pex. Going up with an easy right-handed layup. Only 2% contest. I believe that was Antoine Love, who I could see definitely making the league for sure. But we don't have to think about that yet, as the combine's not even here. So imagine that. I can't wait. The opportunities of seeing all these players play is no longer like a crapshoot of, who you're going to tune in to watch tonight. Like, oh, last year I watched a lot of Dirk. Dirk the caster, I watched a lot of him in the combine just because I knew the stream was going to be fun. And I knew he was going to be on the comms. He was going to be having good conversation and getting some good dubs. Even though there were some randoms in there, people were trolling. It makes people mad. But that's how it be, man. But in the new combine, you're going to see all recognizable faces. If you're a member of the 2K community and you kind of keep your eye out, you watched all these leagues and you keep an eye out on Twitter, you're going to see the names coming up on that other side. It's going to be a bloodbath. I don't expect to see a lot of people having those inflated stats. There's another steal. Okay, Untitled. Show them you're trying to take game one in style. I believe it's 8-5 though. After all that back and forth, it's only 8-5. Pass it down the top tier crown. He's going to pass fake and get it out there to Fana. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. He's going to dribble into his defender and not get the ball stolen. They're going to take a reset. Top tier crown is getting all these offensive boards. He's just like in the right position at the right time, boxing out perfectly to get an easy steal. Speaking of steals, controls out on the break. Personal foul. It's okay. Fan is going to take a personal foul. No problem. No problem. And Effortless Talent is going to get another possession out of this. Can they do what it takes? Pass over the corner. You see Manny for mid-range is buckets. So here comes Antoine. He's acting as a secondary ball handler, although he could be a PG. But when you think about him, I think about him as a scorer. So he could definitely fit in nicely on a 2K League team to get buckets. Please. There's definitely some teams out there that need buckets. Lakers. Ooh, buzzer beater. Hello. Nice buzzer beater for sure. We actually get to take another chance to look at that replay just to find out who that was. So it was 4.6 on the clock. And it was top tier crown into Antoine. Back to Fana, back to Antoine. Perfect. Just as we were saying, back to Antoine to score buckets. That's exactly what you need. So that was a good replay here. That was almost a steal, but top tier crown was able to come back down with it. And there's Fana. They try to double team on all these screens every time. So the slip is open a lot. It just depends on if he's going to throw it or not, or if he has extra time to search for a three. Because we know he wants one. They jumped early. Ooh, moving mid-range, but top tier crown with the offensive board again. How many offensive boards does he have? At least 3. Just this half a game. Ooh, easy bumpy Don 3, but he can't hit it. That's just unfortunate. So we got 4 minutes left in this ball game. In game 1 of the Celtics gaming gauntlet. Uncle Moon trying to hunt for his 3 ball, but he can't make it happen that time. That's too bad. Ooh, bumpy Dons between the legs? Nope, he's going to get reached in. Definitely they're going to reach on that. He tried to go between the legs and then like sneak his way into the paint in semi-transition. No. Teams definitely are not going to let that happen. Uh-oh, there's a steal taken away by UC Manny and then taken back away. Untitled ball. This is one of the hardest spots to inbound the ball right here because you can't stand right in front of the inbounder because you will be straddling half court and then so therefore it'll be back court. So you have to stand somewhat in front and then that allows the defender to sneak in there between you because they can stand wherever they want. So really disadvantage to you even though you got the steal. Ooh, nope. There's a tip pass. He went behind the back. He got nervous and then he threw it. He threw it scary. Yeah, Uncle Moon at the top of the key, green bean, light it up, light it up. I believe the game says it's 10-14 for Untitled, which means they actually have a 6-point lead. Here's Ant backing up, top tier crown, pump fake, pass fake, layup. You can't stop it. Top tier crown is definitely someone, there's not too many center spots available in the league. I mean, we got one team sitting with 2 centers, right? You got the Warriors Gaming. They're sitting with 2 centers. They have Shuttles, and they have Slaughter still that they already had. So they're not going to be able to keep both, obviously. I mean, why would you? So maybe you trade one. They were trying to see what could happen for expansion if maybe one of their centers would get plucked, and so then they'll have a starting caliber center that's already proven. Who knows? But I would say Shuttles is definitely a fringe all NBA 2K League performer. When I filled out my media ballot, he definitely was getting a lot of consideration, and just you couldn't. There were so many good centers, you just couldn't. You couldn't justify giving him a vote. I just couldn't do it. But hey, at least it's not like the NBA where there's actually financial incentives to making those teams. At least I don't think there is. If there's somebody in the chat that would tell me otherwise, I will believe you. But as far as I know, they don't get any extra contract incentives for making those all NBA 2K League teams. So right now it's just a snub, and that's really it. So there's a steamer, a little grenade shot up at the end of the shot clock. 2 minutes left in this game. And they're going to go ahead and foul Uncle Moon. So we got Uncle Moon already. 150 left to go. We got 7 seconds left on the shot clock. Everyone's jumping, and now he's finally going to shoot, but it was a 40% contest. Extra pass, control. He's got to take it off the catch. And there's an offensive board. Looks like it's Effortless Talent's turn to get some offensive boards. Oh, nice action. Good times, good passes all around, but they're not able to get the shot to go. I believe that was Uncle Moon standing at the top of the key. That was a beautiful catch and shoot in rhythm. He should have been able to make it. But if you missed that in a combine game, you might feel some pressure. Here's Antoine. He's trying to get a crab. He gets a little bit of space, but not really. There's about a minute left in this game, and I don't think Effortless Talent is going to catch up. Let me see if I can squint and look at the screen real quick. But first, pinned off the backboard. It's 18-13. Thank you very much, Untitled, for hitting the options menu. So I can see the score, and there's a shot clock violation. They're just going to take it. Don't put up a shot. It's fine. They're up 7 points, including the spread. So up 7 points with 53 seconds left in game numero uno. Uncle Moon, they need about a 5-point shot right here. Like a and 1 4-point play plus an off the ball foul. I don't know. Anything. This is the worst time to have the hiccups. Are you kidding me? You've got to be kidding me. I've never experienced this in my life. It better stay away for the next 30 seconds. There's a quick match. Just kidding. You don't have to be 30 seconds. So there it is. It's going to be Untitled already winning game number 1. That's finally over. We'll take a short break, enjoy some tunes, and we'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at the Celtics cross. Oh, almost did it. We're at the Celtics Gaming Gauntlet Final Four. We're looking good. We don't have a command in the chat, but if you see right there on the screen, it's a best of 3. Untitled is up in the series 1-0. So yes, we got Untitled taking on Effortless Talent. Oh my goodness, he made that? What? What was that dunk? No way. No, we got to see that over again. What was that? What was that? I'm looking tightly. So here's Antoine. Drop down the tier. Ooh, my goodness. What a dunk. Quote unquote dunk. Sure. But yeah, it's a best of 3 series. Untitled is up 1-0. Top tier crown fouled while taking like a floater jump shot from like 3 feet away. I don't know. But here are the rosters for Untitled. We got Antoine Love, Fanta, Pexile, Bumpy Don, and Top Tier Crown, who we just saw with that crazy dunk, I guess. And then for Effortless Talent, you're going to see Control, Uncle Moon, UC Manny, Base, and Ant Don't Miss. So I've seen basically a center battle. I haven't really seen too much from the point guards. Maybe a little bit of Antoine, maybe a little bit of Fanta. You know, a little bit here and there, but I've seen Top Tier Crown and Ant Don't Miss pretty much all game long. So once again, we can't see. There's no spread right now. It's a full 4-quarter game to see who's going to advance. If Untitled wins, they move on to the finals. If they lose, they play one more game against the same team. So let's find out what they're really worth. Can they go ahead and get the sweep and move on with their lives? Or will they play game 3 and possibly could lose? Maybe. I don't know. Oh, Antoine Love swatted off the back of the backboard, and there's Top Tier Crown with a finish. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. You can keep them out of the paint once in a possession. Once they get in there for a second time, it's pretty much wraps because you can't cover it all. You're going to give something up. There's Antoine. I always say Antoine. Ant Don't Miss, and then there's Antoine on the opposite team as a PG. So keep that in mind as you guys are watching. Control. Oh, a big time screen. They step up from the corner. Great help out of the corner there. Or else that would have been an open 3. Oh, offensive 3. Gonna turn it over. That was a nice standing lob, but it don't count. That's a wrap. I believe the score is 6-6. And that's a long 3 ball, but Pexile was able to come down with a rebound. All right. Long pass to the top for Crown. I'm telling you, Ant don't miss is super late on those drop downs. Their plan is goaltend. Okay, what I was like, what was that? It looks like their plan is to drop into cover. It's to hedge lightly first on the guard and then drop and chase. But we'll see. And they're not providing too much help out of the corner, not to the point where you can dot them up. So, you know, they're going to give up a slip here and there. It's going to happen to them. You can't guard it all. It's 2K. It's a video game. People are going to find a way to get buckets. Ooh, early Fandle with the sham god. Pass over the corner. They tried to bait it. What did I just say? Provide light hedge, drop in coverage, and chase on the slip, and provide minimal help from the corner. I literally just said that. And what does he do? He takes a screen and roll and takes a pass, dotted right up to the corner. And there was a little bit of space. I think that was actually one that was open or like 5% covered, which is just as good as open. So yeah, great PG work. And I think that was Fana who did that. And he's not even playing point guard. Check that out. He's playing SG. So Control's finally going to get a piece of the action here. But he's being chased all the way up court. He's going to have trouble getting it up. Yep, absolutely trouble getting the ball up half court. And it's top tier Crown with a lob. 15-8 lead real quick. I mean, real fast. For those people in the back who couldn't. Real fast. Expeditiously. I just want to let y'all know. Super fast lead, 15-8. So Control, there we go. Finally gets a standing lob to go through. I believe he almost got a different one, but it was goaltended anyway. First, it was offensive interference regardless, and then they called the goaltend after that. So either way, it wasn't going through. You can't be too mad about it. He still shot that? Fanta still took that shot, and we're going to get a shooting foul on the layup on the other end. I thought it was very clear that the defender jumped out at him. Maybe he's lagging. I don't know. That's what people usually say in my party. I was lagging. I couldn't see what was going on. I've only played with one player like that who just didn't really have good internet, and he was really behind. He was shooting all the time. Be like, really? Why would you shoot that? He's like, I was open when I caught it. When I saw it on my screen, I was wide open. But it would close out and be like an 80% contest. So it happens. There's Antoine on the right trying to work the screen and roll, but Ant don't miss is already in that he's prematurely dropping. He gets dunked on. He got caught in no man's lane. He wasn't sure what to drop. He wasn't sure if he should hedge or show, and he got caught absolutely doing nothing, standing at the free throw line, waiting for something to happen. And something happened already. He got yammed on. I bet you won't do that again. They're gonna have to figure it out. Their defense scheme is broken. There's Uncle Moon with a green. There we are. There we are. So Uncle Moon gets himself 3 more points this series. And it's back to Untitled. Oh, easy layup. Yeah, a quick step up screen. You would see the Warriors run that all the time in the real life NBA. You know, Steph Curry coming down with a head full of steam after the inbound, and here comes Draymond setting a quick step up screen and a flare. Gives him a wide open lane to lay it up, or you can just shoot the mid range. Easy to make stuff happen if you got a step up screen happening that fast. So 10 seconds left in the first quarter. I believe Untitled is still up. They were up big time before. Oh my goodness. Antoine. Whoa. Big time shots. Okay. And there's a tip pass and still 1.3 seconds left. Maybe something can happen. I thought they were going to get hit with the offensive foul, you know, with the bad screen. But he just let go of it literally just in time before the foul came in. And Antoine shot a 3 off that. I mean, sheesh. If I missed the opportunity to look at the stat sheet, I'm so sorry. There's Control with a Steph Curry dribble to the left in that little space at the hash. If you can get into that little sliver of daylight, you're usually open. People don't really want to jump at you unless you're like a big time, you know, big time name player. But Control is not quite that. Everyone's helping, everyone's swinging, too many jumps. Just like that, too many jumps. Every single person that swung on that defensive possession jumped in the air when they got there. Why? In 2K, you're beat either way. If you jump, you're beat. And if you run out there with your hands up, sometimes he doesn't put his hands up, so you're beat anyway. There's a block. Ant don't miss is blocked at the rim. That's okay. Control looks into the corner. I can tell he looked there because he hesitated. He wanted to throw that corner pass. It just wasn't available to him. And there's a lob with a lay. No. Base gets his own board, and he's taking it out. I feel like it's going to be, oh, there's that screen I was talking about. Illegal screen. Those type of animation, when you start to see those super hard fought animations, it's just not, it's not going to be your day. So you got a 5-point lead for Untitled. I was able to see the stat sheet right there. Top tier crown is going to have to do something with it or get out. Yeah. They're going to call a quick timeout because he was certainly going to get a 3-second violation. 16 seconds of work. Pax is trying to get it into Antoine and finally does. Here comes some screens from top tier crown. The center is already lurking down low in the paint. If the shooting centers weren't nerfed this year, and there's Fanta with a 3, nope. If those shooting centers weren't nerfed, you can dice up the pick and roll, pick and pop, short roll, flare, screen, pop, all of that. But in an effort to make shooting harder and make it a skill gap, they nerfed the shooting big man. So there's that. If you're really concerned about people figuring out the pick and roll and the slips and whatnot, as Fanta lays it up on the fast break, I would have your power forward also have Bruiser. It's not Bruiser, but you know, I'm blanking right now. Brick wall, there it is. Yeah, have your power forward also have brick wall. It is a foul. Ant don't miss, gets a free throw attempt after getting a nice layup on a rebound. But yeah, man, have that power forward put on brick wall and run a pick and pop action with your center running off ball action as well, just to make a different look and make it confusing. Like you're playing a best of 3, sometimes you're playing a best of 5. You know, in WR Pro Am League playoffs, you're playing a best of 7 for the finals. You don't think these defenses figure out what you're doing? Absolutely, they figure it out, and it's just a matter of who's gonna make a mistake. I don't want to see who makes a mistake. I want to impose my will as a team and force you to make a mistake by changing up the look. Am I a coach? No. Could I be a coach? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Enough of me talking. 23 points for Effortless talent. But like I said again, we don't know. We don't know who has the lead, but Untitled has had the lead. They've had the lead the whole time. Blocked. How many times is Uncle Moon at control going to get blocked? There's a catch and shoot 3, can't hit. Wow. 3 people with all defensive badges, all 3 of them, a lock, another lock, and a rim could not get a defensive board. Wow. Nope. Control tried to lob it up. They look desperate. I'm not going to lie to you. They look desperate. Control is looking for something, literally anything. Anything. Please, let me get a shot off. That's not contested, smothered by 100%. Here come the Raps. They try to set 2 screens in 1 with Crown. Doesn't quite work, but that's okay, and it's stolen. Control was waiting on that pass back, and those are not safe. 90 seconds left in the first half. Here comes Control. And it's taken away. And it's almost taken away again, too. Fan is going to slow things up just a little bit. He's feeling it, though. Look at all these dribbles he's got. They're telling him to work out with the ball. Make sure you get your touches. Spin back. Curry left, Curry right. Dot him in the corner. Bumpy Don. Yikes. You really needed that one. Oh, man. Bumpy Don. What jumper are you using? Might need to change it up. I think that's 2 times Fan has hit you with a smooth assist. I mean, smooth. I mean, absolutely buttery. Assist. And you couldn't make it happen. He knows it. Here comes Base, the power forward for Effortless Talent. He's not doing much. Trying to get to spot his corner. It's taken away, straight stolen by Antoine, and he gets fouled down in the paint. So with 38 seconds left to go in the first half, Untitled is shooting 2 more free throws to go up 5 points and go up 6 points. So that's his first free throw made. Makes the second one too. Up 6 points for Untitled. And let's see what Control and the boys have to offer. I've commentated a lot of 2K games, and I watch a lot of 2K League games as well. You kind of get a sense when a team doesn't have anything else left in the tank, and Effortless Talent might be at that part now. They're hoping and wishing and praying for mistakes, but I don't know if it's going to happen. There's Antoine, wide open midi, couldn't make it fall. He was looking like J Money Rep out there with the mid-range. Don't tell anybody I said that. All right, 1.4 left. They just pass it into Fanta, and that's a wrap. 4-point lead for Untitled. Can top tier crown get to a finals and get back his draft eligibility by winning the series? We don't know. We don't know. But we do know that he has 12 points and has not missed a shot yet, which is not hard if you're slipping at the right time and catching wide open. You have to know when to go up and when to not go up and when to call a timeout. You know, sometimes you just got to call a timeout. You thought you may have had something open at the paint, but it's just worth it. Just get out of there. Save that percentage. Everyone else needs to be efficient. Sometimes the PG can run a little bit raggedy in terms of efficiency, and you'll still be okay. Nope. Easy pass to the corner, which was almost stolen. There's a foul, not able to get it to go anyway. But yeah, they pass it over to the left-hand corner. They love that read. We've seen that read so many times. And UC Manning got nervous and then pass it up to the top, and no, that's baited. Absolutely not. It's the easiest pass in NBA 2K to steal. So don't do it. Followed by, in second place, when you're passing out of the paint, or not the paint, but like you're passing out of the mid-range, the corner of the paint to the top of the key. What do you think that guard up top is doing? He's waiting. As would any basketball player would be doing. Why would I trap down and leave my guy at the three-point line? Just don't pass it back. I'm taking it. Manny gets it into Control. They're looking for the screen and roll. They're doing great stuff. Ooh, I like that switch they did. Premeditated switches all around. Base in the corner, gets to the drop. His man wasn't necessarily asleep. He just got turned around in a bad animation for the steal attempt. It's just too bad. So they gave up a 3 and he did drop. There's so much to do. A lot of these teams, they set up in the same exact offensive alignment every single time. There's Antoine Love with a 3 after a few curries. Of course, hey man, you got props.
Curries, chicken curry.
Gotta give Steph Curry his props. But like I was saying, most of these teams, they line up in the same alignment every single time. You know, we've seen Fanta dot up, bumpy dot in the corner on that left-hand side twice now, and he hasn't been able to hit it. Why not swap spots? Right? If you see that they're helping out of that specific corner, make the defenders guard somebody else. Maybe they'll realize, maybe they won't. Maybe they'll make the same exact drop. And then you'll hit Pex in the corner instead, you know? That's all I'm saying. Switch it up. Bang! Look at that. Top tier crown said, watch your head, excuse me. Coming through with a dunk. Effortless Talent. Oh, wow. Ant Don't Miss held it just a few seconds too long. He wasn't doing any pass fakes or ball fakes, anything like that. And they reached in and got a jump ball. Who's going to win this? Untitled wins it easily. Yikes. This might be cooked. I believe they were up 8 points before that dunk, that steal and dunk. So there's a quarter and a half left-ish. There's still time, but like I said, sometimes you just know. Some teams look finished. And sometimes that team is effortless talent. I don't know what else to tell you. They got him jumping. That's a great pass to Uncle Moon. 27% contested, though. Great jump in the late clock scenario. They try to get a steal. Bumpy Don is still with that crossover. Blocked. No. Absolutely rejected. I don't know what he thought he was doing. He tried to run in the paint and said, excuse me, with a layup. But he got sent back. And so then there's Uncle Moon with a reaching foul. That's okay. Got top tier here at the top of the key. Also in NBA 2K League news, we got the draft lottery for season 4 as Pexile takes a layup off a back cut. What I usually find in Pro-Am games, most teams do not allow that backdoor cut or that wing cut. Once a team allows that backdoor cut, it means they're trying too hard on defense and the game's over. The other PG has basically figured you out and he's starting to call out cuts now. And your defense is so premeditated, you can't stop it. So yeah, this is a 15-point lead already for Untitled. They might be going into the finals as a sweep. But yeah, I believe at 4 p.m. Eastern, we have the 2K League Season 4 Draft Lottery. We're going to find out who's got an opportunity to win. Oh, bad pass, but it was tipped. That's okay. Yeah, we get to find out who has the lead in terms of the #1 pick, obviously. And controls block from behind. Wow, this is like about a 5% opportunity to even get a contest, let alone a block from behind. That's fantastic. Ooh, Bumpy Don's going to go into the lane off a little cut back door, but he gets fouled. I'm looking here at the website. Lakers and Pistons have 13 chances. So basically, the Lakers and the Pistons have 15% chance at landing the #1 overall pick in the entry draft for season 4, and then followed by Cavs Legion GC at 12.5%. So if anyone outside of Cavs, Pacers, they've got 15. So yeah, Lakers, Pistons, and Pacers all have 15% chance to get the #1 pick. If those 3 teams, or if the Cavs don't get it, that's definitely a major upset. One of those other teams that could be like a piece away. You got Heat Check hiding down there with Hot Shot already. I believe they've retained Delusion HD. Obviously the Celtics, you know, they're sitting there at 10% chances. They got Fab on the roster. We don't know. They've got FTW on the roster. He's retained. We don't know what's happening there. Can't speculate. I'm not a member of Celtics Gaming, so I don't know. But we're winding down the third quarter. Top tier crown, pass it out to Antoine. He could have shot that. I mean, they're up big time. Another backdoor cut. Too many people in the lane. That definitely would have been a smooth one-handed jam. But it was 3 people jumping at him, so you can't blame him. The ball just sails out of bounds. Turnover for Untitled, but it happens. There's Moon. Into Ant, don't miss. Oh, wow. Shout out to... Uh-oh. I hit the wrong button. But shout out to the Nets if you're looking at Twitter. In their finals of their tournament, there's 2 minutes left and the game is tied. Yikes. For 5 draft spots. Oh, blocked. Another blocked. Block an opponent who's currently on a shooting streak. Well, your streak's over now. Long ultra pass down the top tier crown. Why? They're going to try to let him work out. Top of the key for Bumpy Don. Oh, yeah. They're breaking out the offense now. They are breaking out the offense now. Look at that. And they're going to foul. It's okay. Antoine Love's going to pick up a foul, and that's okay. You know, Sometimes you just must do it. Ooh, they pass out to UC Manny. Another pass back to the wing to Control. 4.5 minutes left. Green 3 off the hash for Control, off the dribble. Looking good. Wow, and there's another steal. Here comes Base. He's got takeover. Wasn't really holding for team that time. And there's Ant Don't Miss with an easy two-hand flush. Like I said, I still can't see the score, but we knew coming into the third quarter, I believe it was like a 15-point lead already. So Untitled definitely did not give that away. Fana, ooh, he's standing in the sweet spot. Base standing in the sweet spot, gets a steal, and that leads to a fast break finish for Control, I believe. Wow, he was standing literally in the paint on the low block, hit square, and got a steal leading into the corner. 2K, tell me how. I know the court is much smaller, so that is part of the reason why, but in the NBA, tell me who can do that. Can Giannis do that? He's got one of the longest arm spans in the league. Can Kawhi do that? Can Kawhi stand in the painted area along those in between those two vertical lines in the low block and get a steal on a pass to the corner without moving? Literally, he put his head up and put his hand out for the steal and got it. I don't know, but it's in the game, so you got to do it. Whatever it takes to win outside of cheating. Obviously, you don't want to cheat. You got to do it, man. Give yourself an opportunity. The other team's going to do it. Oh, wow. A lob missed? That's just unfortunate. That's too bad. They try to run a lob from the power forward to the center. And I guess the power forward in passing just, it ain't good enough. Nope. Antoine off the dribble mid-range, still not doing it. And top tier crown tried to put it up there. So that ruins his 100% if it wasn't ruined already. Here's Bumpy Don. Is he going to quick stop and shoot? He wanted to, but he said, you know what? The stakes are high. There's Fana. Give him a 3. That's what we want to see. We want to see Fana shoot 3s and dribble, of course. And there it is. Control gets himself a one-hand finish. And yeah, this game is pretty much cooked. We don't know. It could be interesting, but I have a feeling that score is much higher than we know. Yep, Antoine with 5 seconds of work. 3 on the clock. Easy layup. In traffic, the center came up way too high, got stuck at the free throw line again. And that's all she wrote. Long athlete layup. If you don't have that package on, what are you doing? Yeah, 60-44. So it's a 16-point lead for Untitled. They're definitely going to the finals. They're going to the finals on PS4. And there's UC Manny, 40% contest. Not going to be able to do it. They're going to play Doubt It. Passing over to Bumpy Don. No, he's nervous now. It's okay. You don't have to shoot it. Oh, he tried to go behind the back and then throw a lob. Got himself a turnover in the process. What was he doing? And he gives up a control 3. I know you're up 16 points, but a turnover plus a 3-pointer made is not really how you want to close the game out. Not in a tournament of this magnitude. You do that and you're free to enter just, happy-go-lucky, tournaments. It's fine. But some draft spots on the line. There's the quit. Yep, that's the quit that we were looking for. So, of course, we get to change it. Untitled takes a 2-0 sweep that's going to be it on the PS4 side. We do have two other teams playing as well, but they're not playing till 12:30, and that's pretty late to start a best of three or any series, in my opinion. So what I'm going to do is move us over. Let's see. We're going to raid a channel. Nets Gaming Crew. Bada boom, bada bang. They're in their finals. I can't tell what console they're on. They're in finals. Oh, looks like I can see in the chat in the top left. So they're on Xbox. So that's it. It's gonna be Untitled taking the series lead over Effortless Talent. They get eliminated. Untitled is going to the finals to face Doubted. So we got 15 people ready to go see Nets Gaming Crew finals. Let's do it.
Probably in your podcast, in your tweets, you name it. So tell everybody about the podcast that you're running while we're heading into this next game.
Yeah, the OG 2 Cents podcast. You can find it on all major streaming platforms. Basically, it's who I am. Just putting out positive, motivational, and inspirational stories through it. And this season, right now, season 2 started. It's basically predicated to 2K League and its players. And I'm sure I'm gonna get around the YouTube dirt. This is the best time for us to do it in the off season when people are not tied up and obviously focusing on primarily their organizations, but players just telling their stories and a lot of things you may know. It's always some jewels to be dropped that can help.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I've gave it a listen, especially I like the ones that are interested, especially with the players, right? Because I think it's working from the broadcast perspective is that we love stories. We love hearing the background of, where these guys came from. What were they doing before the league? What are they still doing as the league's going on? What do you do during the off season? I think it's nice too, especially for you being in the community for so long. People have known you forever. So it's like they were going to open up to you more than, somebody else. Like, hey, you want to come on this podcast? You get to go a little bit more deeper, dive in some more personal stuff that's going on too. So definitely also make sure you guys check that out. Like we said, it's a hit on all streaming platforms as well. Let's lock back in though. Finals, right? From what we just saw, if you guys are just tuning in control was in full control, no pun intended, of the ball game. And then things in like midway through the third quarter changed entirely. And it kind of took us like, I didn't see it happening. I was just kind of like, oh, wow, they're getting a lot of turnovers. And as soon as I started paying attention, I'm like, wow, another turnover. Dude, another one? And then, but the thing is, too, as you know it, as a GM and a coach, when you're watching your team play, you can have turnovers and it's okay to have those. But if it's turnovers and the other team is scoring off of them, that's where the issue comes in.
Yeah, coming from my natural coaching background, is we call live turnover. You don't want the live turnovers. Live turnovers is when they're getting it and getting out in the transition and scoring. If you turn the ball over and maybe they don't score, then good. I mean, it's even. But a lot of times we know that's the easiest way to get momentum in 2K is to force turnovers, get out, get easy transition layups, dunks, or wide open transition threes. And that game, man, it was a fantastic game one, to say the least. But it just teams making runs and I think the team that made the last run is won the game, and I think that's typically how it can go. I think Shooter's Touch is going to make some adjustments in how they started in game one. You know, they got out to a slow start, and it's tough in 2K when you get down double digits and you're fighting. I always tell my guys because when you get down like that, now you're forcing yourself where you have to play perfect the
Mhm.
rest of the game, and 2K does not let you do that. So it's tough at the end of the day.
I mean, it's that composure factor. I mean, never played point guard, thankfully, because it's just way too hard of a job for me. But I mean, it has to be annoying too, right? If you would think it's the most basic thing possible. Hey, I'm being double teamed. Center slip's going to be wide open. Sometimes you can't catch him on that. I think that's one of the adjustments In Control finally made is that they did do that. They started having success with finding OMG and then allowing OMG to make a play, or just trying to predetermine a read if maybe it's coming from the wing. So I think that if they didn't make that adjustment, and they're happy they did it at the right time so they could come out with the win. But then now on the other side of things too, do they have this puzzle completely cracked, or are they going to have to go in with that same sort of mentality? Because I bet Shooter's Touch, they had so much success. I mean, scoring 24 points in a quarter is insane, right? Because a lot of these teams, when I think we're looking at the documents, like opponent points per game is like around 44 points. You're like getting more than half of that just in one quarter in itself. So I think that's going to be interesting to me. Shooter's Touch kind of comes out with that same sort of aggression, that same mentality of where, hey, we're just going to double the ball. Center's going to be in the corner, force out a slip, and try to take Draco out of the game by any means necessary.
Yeah, it's interesting because Shooter's Touch, everybody pretty much hit their average, except for the front court. And Fakey and Drake, they both scored 16 points apiece, that's more than they've been scoring throughout the tournament. On the other end, In Control, ONG had 19 points. Only 9 for 10. I think they hit him timely at timely times to get buckets, but Tazo, he had 14, Draco 15, and Doctor, he finished with 9. Balanced attacks from all over. Just was, I think this game it was just literally the last shot to win the game, and that's exactly how it played out.
I think too, when you're looking at that box score, it's whenever my always thing, especially when I'm commentating games, right? When a corner's scoring 16 points in a game, you see they're 4 for 4 from 3. That's an easy adjustment to make. Don't leave them open, right? They're not going to score. The hardest ones is always the centers. And I know everybody has that different mentality of, hey, well, okay, so how do we play this? Like for me personally, I'm one of those people is like, I'm going to play high and make the point guard get rattled, not let him score anything. And the center can score 20, 25, you name it. That way the corners don't start to get going. Because I think the easiest threes for you to give up is always the corner three. So when you see Fakey, he's sitting there 4 for 4. Hey, you cut 2 of those out, take off 6 points, and then boom, you're in full control of that ball game. So that's going to be one of the tough things to see, how they do adapt. Because I know anytime that if a power forward is getting up enough shots like that, that's something that always goes through your head, especially if the pick and roll is doing great, right? The point guard's getting turnovers, low scoring. All of a sudden, this guy keeps on giving up 3 after 3 after 3. It's like, okay, just relax. We don't need 4 threes out of the corner. That's like way past the limit of what you would even want. But sometimes it's, it's just that there